All right, let's turn to the weather here at 9 o'clock. So we were talking in the last hour. It's feeling like sweater weather outside.
It is sweater weather.
Yes, you know, I like to throw on a coat too because I stay cold, Mike. You know this.
Oh, the newsroom? I'm telling you. Well, it's this
blankets, heaters, all that.
I mean, you would think that it's Antarctica out there, but but Delon, see, it's not fair because see, we dress in layers. You know, but the ladies don't. So you'll find a lot of.
She has this nice heater here for us, though, which feels great. So
I'm trying to share with Delon, but I'm going to turn it a little bit over to myself.
It's all good.
See, people don't know what happens behind the scenes. There's little tricks everywhere. All right, well, it is definitely a cold morning out there, everybody. So if you're heading outside, sweaters, jackets, all of that good stuff, although it's beautiful, 52 degrees, the latest temperature, you will notice the clouds are not as pronounced today. So this is a time-lapse view of the last 30 minutes. They're actually coming in from the same direction. So we're looking off toward the east. These are moving in from the southwest on the jet stream. But unlike yesterday, the majority of the clouds and sort of the center part of the jet is just off of our coastline. So that's where we have the thicker cloud cover. And as a result, we're going to warm up more quickly today, and it'll feel a bit nicer. It still is brisk, though, 50 to 52. In Houston, currently some middle and even still some low 40s to the north and west of town, places like Brenham and Navasota and out to College Station. Right along the coastline, 55. Here's a close-up view of some cities for you. League City still hanging in there at 49 degrees. Santa Fe is 51. Lamarck at 50. Baytown 49. And let's see over here in Fort Bend. Good morning to Lake Olympia. You guys are still at 43 and warming. We're in the midst of a clear, dry pattern here taking us through Saturday. Some changes coming up for Sunday, which is the last day of the year. Sunny days and cold nights with potential light freezes. And by light freeze, I mean as opposed to a hard freeze where you'd be below freezing for 8 to 12 hours and probably getting down into the 20s. A light freeze means some frost, and it means that maybe some of your most tender and sensitive vegetation could be potentially kind of scarred by that. So keep that in mind. Even tonight, I wouldn't think you're crazy to maybe even cover some of that tonight. New Year's Eve showers are now in the forecast. It does look mostly light. So that's what's showing up here in green, breaking it down day by day. Today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, all rain free. But heading into Sunday, some light precipitation across the area. I mean, there's your legend there at the top. Very light to light is about what we're expecting, but some of it could be in the area coming up for midnight. This is where the majority of the cloud cover is, just along our coastline, just offshore, as I mentioned before. So that's going to allow us to get a little bit sunnier today, a little bit warmer today. All of this, though, is feeding into, speaking of travel trouble, it's all here along the East Coast today as far as air travel delays from places like Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, New York City, Boston, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. All these spots are all going to be experiencing some possibility for travel delays with snow coming down, or with rain and a little bit of snow. So look for more sun, milder, and very, very low humidity today, by the way. I mean, we're talking about maybe 20-25% humidity this afternoon. 64 today, and then the rest of the week includes some colder mornings and chillier afternoons. There's a sneak peek ahead at the end of the year and beginning of the new year. Watch for some showers in the area.